So let's start with JavaScript. JavaScript array. It is in our course as well. Okay. JavaScript array is in our course, mentioned in our course, and it is a very important topic within a JavaScript because it helps us to store multiple values in a single variable. It's how it is helpful in a, you will understand in your in your further development of the softwares how it is helpful, because it is very helpful in development of the softwares by defining the real world objects within a web domain. So we need to understand how today we will understand what is array, how we create an array, how we use how we can create array as an object with the help of the new keyword, how we access those array elements because every array element has a index number. How can we change an element within an array? How we access a full array? How we access array as an object? Okay. How can we get? What is the properties and methods in array? So in array we can access the first element, we can access the last element, and we can access we can loop within elements in array. We can add elements. We can access. So the associative property of the array will be discussed out here. Then we go for the difference between array and objects, and why we always say avoid the new keyword within array definition. Conceptually, we need to try to understand what is it, how to recognize an array. Okay, so this is what a topic is all about. In the next lecture, we go for the various array methods. Like we have how to convert array to strings, how to do popping and pushing in within an array, how to shift elements, how to change elements within an array, how to delete elements, how to splice element, how to merge, concatenate in the sense, how to get to make, and how to define max and min values in an array. Okay, these are the shorting concepts. How to implement those concepts in an array, reversing an array, numeric shorts, compare function. We have understand these small concepts in our data structures. In a just as a structure subject, how to use it practical. Okay. Okay, here it is. Those methods are here. There, max min methods are on to implement on the array part, and how to define iteration within an array. Okay, how to map and reduce, how to use map and reduce function. That is a very important function right now. And whole of the whole of the okay, big data concept is depend upon it. Big data concept is dependent upon the map reduce function. So this is something we need to understand. Why our course is focusing so much on the array. Just giving us the form from which we can store multiple values within an array, and also can a large set of data. So let's start. This is a different dimension within array concept in the W3 in a JavaScript, and why I elaborated those concepts because it is giving us hint about it will gives us hint how to access this simple concept, with the help of this simple concept, how to access a large set of data. And I also said that there is a map reduce function which is used in the primarily within a big data, which is a furthermost concept right now. World is moving toward the data sciences. So data science. Okay, that's what the thing is all about. That's what this is all about. So hello. So let's start there. Let's start our discussion. Okay. Let's start our discussion.
पलंग पर के
Let's start our discussion with Java array.
दूसरे जगह चलिए जाला.
Let's start our two JavaScript arrays. So in our discussion we came across arrays, one of the important concepts in the modern data structure. Okay, and we implement our concepts. We implement our concepts as well out there. How we implement our concept, we need to study out here. So JavaScript arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Okay. Now we have a variable named cars, and it is of sub. We have a three strings: sub, Volvo, and BMW. The three values is stored in the single variable, and it is represented by this square bracket. So this is all about array. Array is a special variable which holds more than one value at a time. It have a list items, a list of cars, for example. Storing a cars in a single variable could be like this. In the normal condition, if you try to store those things like SAB, Volvo, or BMW, we will understand this. We need to define three variables, and three variables increase the complexity. But within a single variable, we can manage those values according to the we will manage those conditions. Okay, we will manage those conditions well. So how we manage those conditions? We manage those conditions with the help of an array. Array hold maximum value within a single name. Okay, we can access the values by referring to an index number. Now creating an array, how array can be created? Using an array literal to the easiest way to create a JavaScript array. Okay, how the JavaScript array works? It says the variable name item1, item2. Okay, we like the example is this. We have one variable name and we have item1, item2, item3. Okay, let's move forward. How array can be further more represented, like spaces and line breaks, or spaces and line breaks are not important. A declaration can span multiple lines. Okay, it is sub, Volvo, and BMW like this. Now using the JavaScript keyword new, following examples also creates an array, send values to it. Using the JavaScript keywords new, when I array 3, we can also create an array. Right? The two examples have a say and do exactly same. There is no use, but this new will just put all things in perspective that this array is an object. So, and with this representation, this is a little bit complex representations. For the simplicity and the readability of an object, we try to, we try to deviate from this path. We try to deviate from this. Access the element of an array. How to access an element? Because when we define an array, these are the values which is stored in the array, and these are defined as the elements within an array. Okay. How to access an element within an array? We access an element within an array by referring it to the index number. Okay. So when we say that array, this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2. Now we'll get it. We'll get it like this: document.get element by ID. We pass a demo within it. Then it is a doc. We are resting. Then we have our car variable, which is one of the form of array, and we are demanding a zero position, zero indexed element, and zero indexed element is sub. So what will we get? We will get sub. So answer will be sub. How if we put a two out here, so we are not able to get anything because it's very low, you know. We are getting this much of answer because it's there is only 3 element out here, and we are requesting more from it. So it's a low fail to load resource because let's make it 2 now, because it hasn't been defined. Okay. Now we just put a 2. We just put a value 2. Okay. We just put a value 2. And then we get a value 0, 1, 2, that is BMW. This is an example how the indexing is done within the Let's move. How the indexing is done within a Java. How to change an array element? See, we have an array in a 0 position. We have an array element as a at a 0 element. We need to change it to the open. How it will be done? It will be done by a method. Okay. How it will done? We just need to define a cars. In it we have a sub, Volvo, BMW. In that manner, and in here we want to put that 0 method. And in that 0 we want to change it with the Opal. Okay. Finally, this Opal will replace this SAB within cars, because we have replaced 0 index with the Opal. So finally the answer is Opal, Volvo, BMW. Let's move. How to access the full array? How to access the full array? With JavaScript, the full array can be accessed by referring to the array name. Okay. We just need to access this cars, this name, variable name of array, to access this all 3 elements. Okay, let's see it above. We have a cars in which array sub volume BMW has been defined, and finally when we try to print this car element, this car variable, we get this elements on the board. Okay, let's move. Array on the objects. Array are a special type of objects. The type of operator in JavaScript returns object for array. Array are a special type of objects. The type of operator in JavaScript return object for arrays. When we say JavaScript array best describes as array use number to access elements. In this example, %0 returns John. We understand this concept, but we need to focus how object use the name to access its member. In this example, we will understand how the array will use to access its member. Okay, this is the first name, and this is the second name, and this is the third property. We have a first property which defines John. We have a second property which defines Doyle. We have a third property which defines age. And finally, we want the first name of, we want to print a first name. Whenever we try to print from an object, this is actually an object. Okay, because we have a curly braces. and it is working like array because we are storing multiple values within a person, and that person we want to print the first name and where in first name what has been it has been defined, it has been defined as a John. Okay, so in John we are getting this thing. Let's move. Array elements can be an object. Array are special kinds of objects. Because we have seen this. Array is a special kind of object. In the property value, we try to print value of first property, and that is first. Because of this, you have articles of different types in the same array. You can have objects in array. You can have functions in array. You can have arrays in array. And this is my array 0, 1 is date dot now, my array 2 is my function, my array 2. Anything can be defined because it is a special kind of object, so we can define the property value and can access those values with the help of the printing those properties. And the previous example you have seen that. Now, what are the array properties and methods? Here is the real strength of JavaScript array. JavaScript array are the built-in array properties. So this is very important in term like we try to use in our programming. Okay, we try to use this properties and methods in our further examples, like this things like cars. What is the length of a car? How can we short that car? Okay, these are the length defined. These are the methods defined within a JavaScript array. Built-in properties. These are the built-in properties defined within a. Define those things. Now, length property of an array returns the length of an array. So we have a 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 index numbers. But the fruit has a where we have started indexing by 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, but the length is 4 now. So finally, with the length method, we will get the answer 4. And how we will get this length method? How we will access this length method? Because in our case, it is a special case of object. In the front of object, we just put the method we want to use, that is length. So finally, we are getting the answer 4. Length property as always one more than the highest index. And in view of the conceptual background, we have a length property which is always one more than the highest array index. If a index is 3, this index is 3 here, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then the length of the array will be 4. How we access first element in the array? But simple. We just need to define and variable in which we want to get a first element by placing index number in it, and from this we will get an access to the first element. Here we are just in first, and we'll just print that first variable fruits, banana, orange, apple, mango. First fruits will be there, and finally we will get this. Okay, accessing the last array element. How it is done? See, since index number is 1 less than length, so what we need to do for the last array element, we just use the method length, fruits.length, and make it -1. And when we do the -1 thing, then we get the last index number object. And what has been done out here? In the banana, orange, apple, mango, we are getting the last fruit with the help of this method only. We just take this length method, fruits.length method, and implement it like make it like and we minus and make sure it is a -1. And when we make sure it is a -1, finally what we'll get? We are getting this mango part. If this -1 will be not there, we will get the undefined thing, because In the fruits, they have defined the fruits for, let's see one more thing. Fruits itself is an array. Okay. With the length method, we are getting its number. But here, with the help of length method, we are getting the last value within an array. Okay. So how it we are getting by this is the last this is the length of an array. When we minus, we will get the index of this number 3, and finally we will print mango. Okay. How we define the loop arrays in an elements? How we define a looping array within a we'll define the looping array elements. See, we have a 1 0 1 2 3. We will go with the indexing. Here we not will go with the length. We will just define a fruit length, f length, and we get this thing, and finally we text it in a unordered list, and we take a looping, start it from 0 because indexing is 0, and it should be less than f length because the final object with mango is fourth one. It should be there, and we just increase out there, and after that when this loop will get, the first value will be listed and it will be printed, then second value will be listed and it will be printed within a unordered list. See, this is the result. Banana, orange, apple, mango. How it is possible? It's possible because we improvised this looping structure within it, and with the help of the looping structure, we print the index element out here. Okay. Let's move. Adding array elements. Easiest way to add an array, add a new element to an array is push method. We have learned push and pop within our data structure concepts. It's same like this, and so we just need to define and we just need to define an array of fruits. We have 4 elements, and we will put we will print this fruits, and then we define a function to push one more element within it, and in that array fruits we just use this push method and pass 11 in it, and then we again print a fruit, and how it will process? It will process through the click thing. Okay, it will process through the click thing. Okay, so when we have just passed this call to this button, when we just click this, try it, it will generate an event and trigger this function, and function will add one more lemon within this. See this. So with the help of the function, this thing has been possible. And why we use like this? Because if we don't use this, okay, if we don't use this, then we finally, when we run, nothing is occurring because my function is not defined anywhere to print itself. Okay, this functionality need to be defined to where it should be print. In this button we have defined to help us button. By on click we will run this function. On click we will run this function, and this function will add it in front of our defined array. We have array of banana, orange, apple, mango, and when we generate an event through while it will initiate my function. My function will give us 11. Let's move. We are adding in the past we are adding with the push method. Here we are adding in the length. So we are increasing the length of an fruit with lemon. And now it is there. It is increase the length of a fruit array with lemon. Here the example is this. And is again we have defined in the my function only. In the my function, in the previous example, we use push method, and here we are using the length method, which is a built-in method within a JavaScript. Let's move for the associative arrays. Okay, what do the associative arrays do? Associative arrays, many programming languages supports array with a named index. We have a named index. Array with named indexes are called associative array or hashes. Named index in the sense, see, if we have a person 0, person 1, person 2, we can define as much of element in front of them, as much of the element in front of them. This is known as the hashing. So hashing is the one of the part of associative array. Okay, in JavaScript, and is used as numbered index. So see, it's a very good example to revise your concept on this one also. We just initiate this thing, and we make a hash of it. We defined an array. In that array we pass 0, 1, 2. In 0 we have John, in 1 we have Roy, in 2 we have Odyssey. And finally it is happening out there, and we are getting our result as John 3. Okay. So why we are getting our John 3? Because we just put we try to get first index number, that is 0 index, and then we have a white space, defined a white space. Okay, this is a white space, and then we need a person dot length. What is the length of this person array? We have a length of the person array is that index plus 1, 0, 1, 2 is the index, finally plus 1 will be 3. This is what programming associated. We try to represent associative array with this program. Okay. What is happening out here? If you use a named index when assessing an array, JavaScript will redefine the array to standard object. Some array methods and property will produce undefined or incorrect results. How? Let's see. First name is John, last name is Roy, age is 46. Again, we have person 0. It should produce the result John has 3, but somehow it is not representing the right result, because see here we had tried to get accessing a result with the elements, with the property and value. We are trying to accessing an associative array with the named index. Okay, so some array will produce infinite or undefined or incorrect result. Here we are using index number as 0, 1, 2, but here we are using the index number as first name, then last name, then age. So index number is named index, which will be produced the undefined or incorrect result. So whenever you are using an associative array concept, we will go for indexing 0, 1, 2. Okay. What is difference between array and objects? In JavaScript, array are numbered index. In JavaScript, objects are named indexes. Have you understand why it is giving this one? Because named indexes are objects and the number indexes are array. So arrays are a special kind of objects with numbered indexes. It's simple. We have named indexes is object, number indexes is array. We have discussed in our previous example. JavaScript does not support associative arrays. We have learned in previous example. You should use objects when you want to element name to be string. Okay, this is new learning. Whenever we use a named index, we need to go for the object. And arrays, when you want to go for the numbers index. This is a concept. This is a concept we need to remember within our mind. And finally, for the how we define, we can define constructor. We need not to define this constructor while defining array. new array for t like this constructor method. We can define directly to this method. This is so easy. This is same as this. Okay. This is all about array. What we have learned. Okay. So we need to focus out that. We will define the variable with square bracket and this constructor method, and every array will we have we can get an array with fruits that is returned on objects. These all things will define in next class in Java array methods. I think you understand array in better manner, differentiate array and object, and came to know that array is a numbered index and the object is a named index. It's all about the class. Take care.